We have finally reached the NBA Finals, the series we've been waiting for. Golden State Warriors versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Carl Coulage here for the Sports Hit List, and we have a very special panel today to discuss the NBA Finals. Let's introduce the panel. Darren, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you.
For the first time, you've been itching to get on. This is your chance.
Man.
This is your one and only chance.
I'm not invited back?
No, I don't invite Laker fans back to my show. No, I'm kidding.
All right,
Okay,
man.
welcome to the show, man. Kenny Irby over there.
Hello, sir.
All right. And Ziggs, you told me not to shake your hand at the end, so I'm just going to leave it
far,
there.
yeah,
Too
too far.
All right. Guys, so we're finally here. We've arrived. NBA Finals. Golden State Warriors back in the finals after 40-year absence, you want to say, against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who haven't been in the finals since 2007, being swept by the
San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
Who do you have, guys, in terms of matchups right now coming out of that series?
I thought long and hard about this. I actually have Golden State coming out.
You thought about it, or did you look it up?
I thought about it. Listen, man. Ain't much to look up about Paul Pierce. But getting back to it, I thought about it, and it really comes down to one play from each team. And I say if Klay Thompson finally shows up, Golden State should win. If J.R. Swish keeps playing like he plays, the Cavaliers have a good chance to win. But much like James Harden, I don't have beliefs in J.R. Smith. He's a streaky shooter. And I think at a certain point, the gun runs out of bullets. And he's not known to start gun butting people. So he's going to cool off. And I think, listen, man, Klay, he's been quiet for a long time. I think he has a series in him. So I think Golden State's going to take this, man. Chef Curry going to continue to do what he do.
How many games do you think?
I'm going to say 6. Because if it hits a game 7, I don't see them stopping LeBron. LeBron in a game 7, I don't think no one-on-one, nobody's stopping that guy on a game 7.
Mr. Irby.
After careful analysis, as you know I do, I study each player, each game, each second, each minute of every playoff game this season, and I've come to the conclusion that I see the Cavs winning in 6 games. Because LeBron James is playing at an elite level, volume shooting like he needs to do for his team. If Kyrie is 80%, I think he could take up enough of Curry's time to make it a battle. Because if you can tire out Curry on the defensive end, then maybe he won't be able to go video game on the offensive end. And that leaves, I still see Curry dropping 25, 26 a game. But if
30.
But if Kyrie could drop like 22, then we'll be in a good position. But also, JR's been playing great. I think Shepard's going to be on Curry, and I think that's going to not slow him down to an extent where he'll be taken out of the game, but slow him down enough where I think the Cavs will be in a prime position to make plays. I think Steph and them are young, and I think they might, get a little tight towards the end. And if the Cavs are up 3-2 in Cleveland, they're going to take it. If it goes to Game 7, it's Golden State. I don't see if Golden State takes it that far, then they're going to win it.
So Cleveland in 6.
Cleveland 6.
Ziggy.
Me, I have Golden State in 6. I basically think that Kyrie Irving at 80% is no good. You need to be 100% if you're going to go up against Steph. Even if they place Iman Shumpert or J.R. Smith on Steph Curry to, guard him and run around with him and stuff like that. I'm a Knicks fan. I know all about disappointment in those two. Basically, I'm saying this because J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert with us, they know they're known to bottom out when you need them the most.
But now they have a proper leader. Bron could lead.
The leader or a runner? I've been running from Miami to Cleveland.
Okay. We're getting off topic.
NBA Finals right now, so it don't matter where he running to.
We're getting off topic.
I don't see them beating Steph. I don't see them beating the Warriors. I think as well too. LeBron playing in the Eastern Conference, it kind of helped him a lot. He was an easy road to me. It was an easy road to the finals.
That.
Meanwhile, Steph has to go up against all these other juggernauts, Houston, and all these other guys.
Juggernauts. They won 67 games. They ran through everybody.
Who?
We're talking about the playoffs. Like,
That's
They
playoffs.
ran through everybody in the playoffs too.
but they just have to play decent competition.
What makes them
Cavs
decent
played
if they
one
win?
decent
A
team.
week Derrick Rose. Well, was Derrick Rose even playing? I don't even remember anymore.
The question, I'm not even saying
They
that
played
the Eagles
Boston.
hard.
Boston. They played Boston.
Listen,
Come on, man. That's
listen,
Boston.
listen.
Three.
I'm not stating the
No,
East is
but
hard.
I'm just saying they played Boston.
That's
Listen,
terrible. But that's
Listen,
neither
the
here nor
starting
there.
five
Alright,
have to
alright,
show up to
alright.
beat Boston.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
The West,
The
what
le-
makes them so tough? If Golden State just ran through them.
I wouldn't say
I don't
they
think
ran.
Golden State
I
ran
wouldn't say they
through,
ran
man.
through because they played the Grizzlies and they beat them in 6. Oh, yes, they swept the Pelicans and they beat them in 6.
And the
I think-
Pelicans are
but-
young.
But I think they beat them. It went 6 because Steph Curry was.
Had
I
two
think his
bad
emotions
games.
was kind of going awry after he won the MVP. So he wasn't playing at his normal caliber.
Okay.
And then when he got kicking again, it was lights out.
Okay.
They won
So
3 in
here's
row.
here's
Got
a
him out
question:
of
which team has the better role players? Do the Warriors have a better role players, or do the Cavs have the better role players? And you're looking at for the Warriors, we have Draymond Green, we have Sean Livingston, we have Leandro Barbosa. You know, we have all these guys that can come in and give you 10 to 12 points. Whereas on the Cavs, you have guys that can do the same thing. Iman Shumpert can come in and give you 12 points. J.R. Smith, who's a streaky shooter, as you said, can come in and easily and have 8 3-pointers, and there's his thing. You have Timothy Mazdov. Who else? Tristan Thompson, another role player who can rebound. But these are role
No,
players.
no, I get you to say his name.
Right, but these are role players. So who has the better matchup in terms of the role players?
Okay, you choose who go first.
Go ahead. I'm asking
All
you.
right, cool. Golden State, that's what makes them dangerous. The fact that when the starters come off, there's not that much of a downtime. Like, honestly,
Big downtime.
whatever. They're,
When
they're,
Steph
they're,
Curry comes off the floor,
Okay,
they lose
Ken.
points.
Okay, go ahead.
their role players, in which I'm referring to as my favorite two is Draymond and Harrison Barnes. Like, Harrison Barnes has been for a long time overshadowed. That guy is amazing, the things he do. I've seen it
What's your
in the
definition of
last
amazing?
two. You know what my definition of amazing is? He's not going to put up no video game superstar numbers because they don't use him like that. But when you need Harrison Barnes, he's going to show up.
Like how he showed up in
He's
the
gonna
Clinton
show
game.
up. Like
Yeah, he did
when
show
they
up.
Closed
needed,
them out.
when there was
That one
foul
game-
trouble, what they do? They put him with Zach Randolph, and he played defense and went back at Zach. When Clay was getting cooked by the cook
Zach was
dude,
not very
they
mobile.
put Harrison Barnes on him. So what? He's not mobile. Zach
So
will give
what?
you.
He's not
He'll
mobile.
give you buckets. And
Yeah,
he's
he's a
guarding
jump
him.
shooter, but he's not mobile. He's not gonna jump
but
over you.
is he giving
You
you
can't get
buckets?
rid
Is he
of him.
giving you buckets?
He's not giving you a lot of buckets. He's
Zach
giving you 19.
Randolph can't give you a lot of
He give you
buckets.
19.
Zach Randolph
Don't
can't give you a
act
lot of
like he's
buckets.
dropping 30.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
Don't act like he's
Wow.
Blake
Okay,
Griffin. Come on, man.
I
think he's better than Blake.
Okay. To get some control back, you said Golden State has the better bench, right? And you're saying,
No, Golden State has a better bench.
and what do you
Yeah,
think?
Golden State by far. has
Okay,
the
so
better.
now let's talk about.
What is you arguing me for?
Just because I agree you have better doesn't mean your points are
Correct.
I'm not saying like you want to have something.
get to the right place,
I
don't mean
get
you
it.
took the right route.
You want to have something to say. I understand. We all up there.
Okay.
We all mic
So
there.
now let's talk about coaching. We have 2 rookie head coaches here. Now, they've never been to the finals before, and usually when you have coaches in the finals, it's all about matchups. It's all about.
Steve Kerr and LeBron.
See,
LeBron's a hell of a coach.
David Blatt or Steve Kerr, who wins in the matchup of the coaches now? I mean, Steve Kerr has been a player to play in finals, so you can say he has that experience of playing in the finals. David Blatt hasn't touched the NBA
Listen,
finals.
we've seen firsthand what experience does with the coach and their players. I'm sorry, not the player, with the coach. Like you said, Steve Kerr been to multiple championships. I think he's going to infuse that team with the knowledge that he has from his prior experience. And I believe that, like I said, Golden State is going to take this. David Blatt, to me, like I said, I honestly don't feel he's coaching. I feel LeBron is just the man of everything on that team.
There's some people who've been on this panel could disagree with that. Coach Womack, shout out to Coach Womack, who disagrees with that, but we'll save that for another.
Yeah, we'll say that. I don't
Kenny,
think so.
the battle of the coaches.
Yeah, I think I would give that to Golden State because I think they have Alvin Gentry, who's I think one of the better head coaches who's having to be an assistant coach right now. And I think
And he's
with
going to
his
Chicago,
knowledge-
right?
No, he's going to
He's going to New
Pelicans.
Orleans. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Pelicans.
All right.
So I think with that, and I think Steve Kerr's experience, like Zach said, combined, I think Tyronn Lue's a pretty good assistant coach, but Blatt, LeBron is more. I think it was
Steve Kerr.
Yo, honestly, man, I'm gonna go with LeBron. That guy's a hell of a coach. 5 finals in a row. Listen.
So you're saying, so what you're implying is that Eric Spoelstra didn't coach those finals?
Hell no, Eric Spoelstra ain't coached those
Listen,
finals, man. Come on,
Eric
man.
Spoelstra brought some nice-
Where he at now?
Okay.
Where he at
I
now?
will say this though, Eric Eric Spoelstra was a former video coordinator for the Heat to become head coach. So that means we
Ooh, I was camera operator for athletics.
Right, so that means we still have a chance to become a head coach someday, if that's the case, right? If we
I
work our
guess.
ways-
Listen, if
I could be a head coach. No,
We don't know what-
video coordinator to work his way up to head coach. I may have
Listen.
a future in head coaching.
I don't know.
LeBron, listen, if you need a coach, hire me for next year. I babysit all that, man. Because you don't know Black's not doing nothing.
You can't. It's hard to say. You can't prove.
I'm
that.
not gonna say he's not doing anything, but let's be for real. Like when they go into the huddle, who's demanding more respect? LeBron is demanding that team. Don't matter what Black draws up. LeBron goes, yo. First of all, LeBron wants to. Black don't even talk in that huddle. He goes in. LeBron, this is what we doing. This is what we doing. LeBron's the coach. He's the man. Like no one there has more experience than he does. So when it comes down to it, LeBron's gonna coach that team, and he's been here for the last 5 years. Steve Kerr, it's his first year, he's doing a really good job. But I think because LeBron's actually on the floor while he's coaching, he'll outcoach him.